Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Week 13 Gotenks update. Not a ton of events happened during the week, so I don't have any assault battle footage or actually any footage from the week of things that went on, which will make for a shorter video to the rejoicing of many and the disappointment of some. But I do have a decent amount of roster updates for you. I'm trying to run Anakin in the starting lineup in Fleet Arena. It doesn't really matter what I do in Fleet Arena. I do like one battle a day. And a lot of times I just force quit. I don't fall far below mid 60s. Sometimes I can poke into like 59 or something, but not getting crystals, not putting any effort into actually doing the battles. So just running that as I can. And then Phoenix has let me have the luxury of not doing many battles either, so I don't have to do many in the middle of the day. My squad arena payout is 2 p.m. for me. Fleet is 3 p.m., so the middle of the day around lunch. I have been having to do a lot more battles till Lightspeed bonus came out and I didn't have to worry about Fleet, and then I just got to a point with my squad that I don't have to fight to stay in 500. I'm still just barely in there. So level 83, 13,000 out of 19,000. I got close to 20,000 XP between last video and this one, so I feel like a week and a half and I'll hit level 85, which is a huge milestone. So I have completed almost all actually 3-starred almost all lights by battles, which is kind of crazy. There's only one battle I didn't 3-star, apparently. I haven't been paying attention to that, so that's great. Dark side battles, you don't unlock Sector 9 until level 85, so that'll be the last thing to clear. And someone pointed out something to me. I'm not making use of it, but I hadn't noticed it in Sector 9. So normally, so like here, 20 energy used and you get 20 XP. And I thought it was just a flat like 1 XP per energy used across the board. But in Sector 9, you get more. You get 20% more, 24 XP for 20 energy. I'm not making use of it. I don't want to farm any of these right now. I mean, Scion will be the closest thing to something I want, but I don't want to use any energy up here right now. And I think it's ridiculous Geo Soldier is this far up on a node. I mean, it's such a beginner ship. Move it to an earlier node. Somewhere to like put something else with Krennic. And yeah, Cantina battles unlocked at this level 83, so that is something that I unlocked. So I could farm signal data if I wanted, but I am farming Geonosian Brood Alpha, 68 out of 80 on him, so can't wait to unlock him. I'm going to be ready to roll for Grand Arena. I have my squads laid out, so we'll talk about that for the first time. Let me just, before I go into my roster view, let me just look at shipments, what I'm doing. So buying just every single refresh of the day, unless I'm asleep for it and miss that changing over at 8 a.m. I buy the stuff for crystal or credits, even if I don't need it. So the 500 for that particular piece, because I'm gonna need it for whatever it is, relic stuff eventually. Words are hard sometimes. So getting close on Boba. He's the one I'm farming in here. I stopped Stormtrooper on for the minute. He's right there. He's almost 7-star. When I need to, I can get him up to unlock Commander Luke. But I'm not in a super hurry to unlock Commander Luke because resources are split, pretty scarce. The guild currency. I feel like every time we finish the raid, I'm like a kid in the candy shop. I spend it all down. I think we finished the raid 2 days ago, and I've already spent like 13,000 of this currency. I think it was 2 days ago. It probably wasn't 1 day ago. And then the tier 2, tier 3, I'm gonna like cap out a little bit, and then I'm like, I think I'm gonna waste a sum because I can only spend it at level 85. There's nothing I can spend it on right now. If I get past this legacy stuff, first thing I see is Mark II raid currency, which is kind of an oversight. I wish I could just buy some relic stuff, because I get relic. You get relic stuff in other ways from like territory battle or territory war. I have like a couple relic pieces, I think, from Lightside EB. Squad Arena store, I'm farming Savage, 14 out of 100. On Galactic War, I am mainly farming Poggle. Like, the ships are all at a great spot. Someone commented on a video recently and said, oh, are you spending your precious Galactic War currency on Biggs or something? And I'm like, yeah, because it's not that precious anymore. I have Ahsoka ship at 7 stars. I have Plo ship at 7 stars. I got TIE Fighter 7 stars. Even a Barn Starfighter's almost there. I have all the Geo ships, except Sunfact at 5 stars, which is as far as I need them. I'll finish them off eventually. But it's not quite as precious anymore. I mean, Zeb is 7 star. I'm working on Poggle actively right now, but also Phasma I want to get to 5 star, just so I can get an entry ticket to places of power tier 2. Just that requires First Order and Sith. I'll be able to get through it with my Sith, like Vader and Palpatine carrying the way, but I just need to gain entry. I could also go for Dooku, but this is kind of a cheaper currency at this point. Then Poggle's easy to come along. Fleet Store, I'm able to be more flexible with it. When rare things come around, I'm happy to take them, like Razor Crest, Invader Ship, Slave 1 when it comes up. You see it's on the way to 6 stars already. Phantom's getting on the way to 6 stars, because when you're starting out and you want everything, like you don't have anything done, it's way harder. It's like, oh, I need Plo Koon, oh, I need Ahsoka. It's looking much better now. I'm even getting close to saying, yeah, give me some Geo Soldier shards. It's Geo Spy shards. I might start finishing them off like that. But there's plenty I can just ignore, like Wedge. I have no need anytime soon. With Claude Sergeant, Jedi Consular, Darth Maul, I just don't need them at all. I am not tempted to buy Zetas right now with 2,000. It would take 40,000 currency to get an extra ability. It's fine. I need the shards. Then guild event tokens. I'm not using get one yet on Wampa, although that might be something I start doing. I'm using them for, well, if I see a Baron Starfighter pop up, I'll get that, but then also General Meteors. Charge up currency, Carbantes when I can. I usually get an influx of this if I pull like 5s or something from a Bronzium pack. Otherwise, I don't really get much shard shop currency. Now, just to take a peek at the shard farming progress of various characters. So my normal energy up top. Nothing super close to being finished off. I guess Basilisk closest, 14 out of 100, but we got a lot of 5-star, 6-star on the way. Piet and Dark Trooper still pretty low. But they need Chirotex, so that's not a huge hurry. The thought behind them is I want to start farming them now and get them to 7 stars. I really got my eye on the Challenge Tier 1 prize once we start getting there. I think as long as you have the Zeta, you might be able to do with like Gear 11, Gear 12 stuff, or even lower. Dark Trooper's going to be crazy there, but I need 7-star to get that. Hunter 5-star, 59 of 85. Rex finally got 5 stars, so I should be able to open up a new tier of Secrets and Shadows, and as well as Rebel Roundup. I forget. I might be open to do the 5-star one, because before I was relying on like Zeb, which is an insane step down if Rex is the one you're taking out. Zalbar getting along 52 out of 65. They're going to be my bottleneck for Revan, but Mission is much further along. She's already 5-star on the way to 6. So I needed to start prioritizing Zalbar more. Jolie's still behind as well, so Vastil will be first, then probably Jolie, Mission, then Zalbar, and then T3 I'll have to hit with Cantina eventually. 58 out of 85 on Jango, but the more important thing on the node, it's like I could finish him tomorrow and I still have to keep going. But 86 out of 25 on Houndstooth, so Houndstooth is the key piece there. Although Houndstooth kind of struggles until you get to a breakaway point with gear on Bosk and stars on the ship. Wrecker getting up there, 6-star, but still same issue. I did unlock Marauder, and I'll talk about that. But 26 out of 65 with BTLBY, whatever you call it, the BLT sandwich Y-Wing. And then Tech, 37 out of 85. Hunter passed him. I probably need to reprioritize him up. And then Cantina Energy, Geobrute Alpha is going to get all of it for the foreseeable future. I'm going to probably take him all the way to 7 stars and then go back to these guys. But I also might just try to use currencies like Fleet Arena currency. I love shards for Fleet currency. I gleefully use it instead of Zetas because I think that is much more valuable for the quantity you get. It would take 33 shipments from Fleet Store to 7-star character, and it would take 20 shipments, 40,000 currency. You get 1 Zeta map. or like 13, 14,000 currency to get a full 7-star character. So to me, there's no comparison. I would rather have 3 7-star characters than 1 extra Zeta ability. Then currencies, I already pointed them out as I went through, but this is the progress that I'll at. Sunfac, I didn't really highlight. 21 out of 85, picking him up with raid currency tier 1 when I can. It's only 200, so it's so cheap. It's just like I need the gear from that currency so bad. It's hard to even pull the trigger on something that cheap, which is why I haven't farmed like Treya or Han anymore, GK. But I will have to do that at some point. Gear's coming along very quickly. 45 out of 85 just from Get 1. Poggle GW currency, pretty easy. Savage, easy as well. So that's pretty nice. And then let's just look at the roster. And I was holding off on this just because there's a new guy in town. There's Wampa here. And my plan, I think I might give him the next Zeta just to give him the Omicron. I've decided I want Wampa Omicron before Savage. I understand it much better. And I think I'll do better sub gear 13. And I don't know. I mean, there's an argument for Savage as well. So I had to have my mind changed before level 85. I think until level 85, there's no sense applying the Omicron. But I will need to do a Zeta for either Savage or Wampa to get to the Omicron. Although I do have enough for an Omicron. Just to evidence. I could apply Captain Rex's right now, but I don't want to. Yeah, I got 22 mats. I don't think this will be more impactful than a Wampa or a Savage. Treya's in the distant future because I need to work on a whole team, and then Qui-Gon I'm probably not going to do. So that's where I'm at right now. And then also Bad Batch are more substantially developed. We got Gear 9, 9, 8, which 8 is, like 9 is the Cairo wall for Hunter in Tech, but it's 8 for Wrecker, which sucks because he's the tank. So his stats are very lackluster for a tank. My Fleet Arena alarm, I'll have to check on that. But also leveling up the abilities as I can. Almost done on tech abilities. All of Hunters are level 7, and that is to help power up the Marauder. And then also Echo, since I have that whole team decent, I want to get him to finish off everything. Leveling up this ability first. I might even give it the Omega. I need a lot more credits in training droids. I'm still low on the training droids. I could take him to 61. It's just not many training droids. But once I hit level 85, I'll be able to cap off characters needed for training droids. I mean, like these are all level 83, just 2 more levels, and I don't need any more training droids ever for them. Or you need credits for like relic levels and stuff, but like it's way less than even just leveling up. So that's great. So this is going to be a solid squad coming together. Anakin, trying to get him ready to go gear 12 right away. Oh, I used this. I used this on GK. I had this piece, but trying to get all his pieces ready so that when I hit level 85, I can take him to gear 12 right away. That piece is going to be pesky because everyone needs that lower gear too. No, so I need to buy that with raid tier 1. I want him to get to gear 12 right away. Ahsoka's another consideration for that. Although I still don't have her at gear 11. I need level 85 just to get her to gear 11. So once I get her, Anakin to gear 12, I think Ahsoka's probably the next target just because of ships. And it's tough because it's like, maybe I'll do 5s because I'm not going to be able to get Bad Batch to gear 12 or gear 13 anytime soon. They take a lot of Kairos. It's going to take a long time for me at this stage. But once I get other forms of income, like Grand Arena currency, that's all going to go into Kairotex. Not going to get a ton, but it's still going to be some income. And also level 85, you get 3 Kairos every day, which adds up, which right now I get 0 every day. So that is a nice touch. So 5s might get up there. I might run Anakin, Ahsoka 5s in the starting lineup. And maybe that's enough to take down a Houndstooth event, like some of these lightspeed fleets. I don't know. It would be great, though. Well, with Negotiator, it would probably be fine just with Endurance. Especially, I haven't leveled up my endurance too much. Not entirely certain. Base is level gated to gear 11 as well. Level 85. I hate that when it's like level 85 is the gate to get to gear 11, because it's like also the gate to get to gear 12. So I can't get many characters to gear 11. Fives is there, Anakin's there, Darth Vader is there, and that's it, I think. Darth Vader is really coming along. 87 out of 100, and definitely buying the shipments now. Achievements have vastly slowed down. Of course, there's an argument to get the Merciless Massacre Zeta, and maybe I should just get Merciless Massacre Zeta before I do like Wampa or something, because it is amazing. Another Zeta I'm really tempted to do is Hunters. The true damage to all enemies, because that is a huge impact to them, and that's makes them who they are. So that might get it done. That might take the cake for me. We'll see. But I'm not going to do Bastila. I don't have Bosk yet, so he's someone I consider, but I'm not going to do him. So there's not too many competing for my Zeta attentions right now. Plo Koon, boost gear 11, only needs level 84, so I think when I level up, I'll give him that piece of gear. I only have 50 of those. Gear feels tight, but I still feel like I'm getting along pretty well with these guys. Rex is staying at gear 10 for a long time because he's abrogated. It's just a very nice, it's a nice bonus that he got stopped at gear 10 instead of like Wrecker's gear 8. I know some characters like Padme gear 8. Some are gear 7, which I don't know. But I'm pretty sure some are gated at gear 7. Kenobi is starting to work on his gear. He's going to need to get to level 82, so I just don't have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough droids to get him to 82 for that. And now I just need this piece, which I can't find right now. So he'd be gear 11 soon as well, which would be pretty sweet for him because his protection is already looking really thick for the level I'm at. And then all I need to, like, these blue and green mats are like just so scarce, like, or just not scarce. I just need so freaking many of them. It's hard to catch up. Kylo Ren Mast and TIE Fighter Pilot are still halted. Phoenix, kind of leaving them at gear 10 for now, not rushing through. There's not a real compelling need to, because I'm going to be able to do the 5-star section of Assault Battles, and then after that I'm going to have to wait forever for Rex to get to 7-star, and then they should work just fine. Grand Arena is going to be tricky because there's going to be, if I face like a baby hyperdrive account, I'll just wipe the floor with it. And then even Lightspeed ships are going to be really, really hard. So like it'll just be, I'll lose based on ships alone. But I might be able to do something against their land. But speaking of JAC, I have started to lay out my squads that I'll be using. Not broken them up into defense or offense yet, but everything's on the table. So I got my Phoenix team. I'll be using Ezra for now, still, until I decide to work on Sabine. I've said many times, Sabine is useful when she has a Zeta, so like I would have to prioritize that Zeta for her to get here. So Phoenix team is going to be amazing. My best team, Jedi are up there too, GK. I mean, Anakin's strong too, so I don't know who I draw for Anakin. Or maybe I put Anakin somewhere else. I don't want to do Qui-Gon Omicron. Like Zeta and Omicron, even if I could leave him at low gear. That would be a decent play, but I'm going to work on, like, I'm going to get Padme eventually and Generate Revan and then break them off into the 2 teams. Right now, just leaving it as is. Emperor Palpatine team, so Empire. It's good. Darth Vader is the only one not at 7 stars. But they're going to work fine. Maybe Mara Jade I'll use. I just have 2-star Mara Jade and not super developed. Bounty Hunters, until I can farm Bosk, I'll just keep using Mando lead. This, like, Gear 8 is what feels kind of more, like, tenable, at least on some level, like it's a real team. Like some of these relic teams, even if they're under Marauder, are going to be a real pain. So I'm going to take a lot of losses early. But we'll get there. Then clones. 5s is going to finally have somewhere to be used in the actual land game. As the 5th, not going to work on Omega. Can't really farm Shock T, so that's good. Geonosians are going to be nice. Really, they're the one that scale super early with that extra. I just did the Geos for Noobs video, but you get 15,000 max health and max protection. So their gear level is going to be effectively 2 or 3 levels higher in survivability just from that. That's going to be crazy. And then Wampa. So that's like 7 squads, basically. Wampa or could do change my mind to Savage. But yeah, that's going to be crazy to start Grand Arena finally. It's been so long. I'll probably hit level 85 within... It won't be 4 months. It'll probably be in week 15, I think, at this point. So week 14, I'll probably be 84 on the way to 85. And then in week 15, get to level 85. 933,000. A lot of that ships I'll go to in a second. But I want to hit 1 million before level 85. I'm not going to... I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Like, there's not much I can do to stretch, because being limited on training droids, like, I basically use every resource I can, and then credits are limit. So it's hard to, like, force the issue up to 1 million, but we're getting pretty close. And now to take a peek at ships, we got a full Galactic Republic complement favorited right now. We're getting close to getting them all high level. So theoretically, I could take all these to level 83. But I think the reason I didn't do that is because it's only level 84 when you start being able to add an extra ability level to stuff. So there wasn't a huge reason to do that, and it takes a lot of credits. I am leveling up Marauder. Unlocked it this week. 10 out of 65. 21,000 power. The health and protection, 65,000, 19,000. Which is comparable to Anakin's ship. So let me see. 63,000, 16,000. So actually a little bit bulkier than Anakin's ship. Even with lower gear on the pilots. But the ability, like, you can tell something is a newer ship because it has, like, much better bonuses along the way, like 15%, 20%. If I'm incorrect. That's on the basic. And a little bit better, so like 10%, 15%, 30% at the end. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So these I'll be able to get all the way to the end without getting high gear. Bad Batch, but I'll need level 85 and yellow or Omega ship mats, which are hard to come by. Wrecker is capped here. I would be able to get an extra 5 speeds. That's unfortunate. So these are kind of capped for now. Like, I'll have to prioritize Kairos, which they will be highly prioritized. Like, they're even gonna get prioritized above Rex, because fleet is way more important. Rex, I need 7 stars to have better value out of him in those assault battles. So the logical choice is Bad Batch. Even Bounty, like Imperial Troopers are going to be great for assault battles. I don't know if I'll be in position for them to take the cake. That's an option. That is an argument, though, because assault battles, why they're going to be so important, is once I get to challenge tier 1 on any of those, I get more Kairos. Like, I get a more steady influx of them. That's why they're so important. So I figure I can get, like, 6 will be kind of far. 5 assault battles under wraps for Kairos within, I don't know, 8 months or something. Like, not like super soon, but they'll be the first priorities. The ones for Empire, Imperial Troopers, that can be the Imperial Troopers. The ones for Rebels and Phoenix, it's Phoenix. There's just 2 squads to get 4. And then we're going to have the Jedi one, which I'm going to be working on all of them anyway, because of ships, and then Yoda is a superstar over there. And then the Sith one, which is going to be Vader and Palp. And then I guess Savage will play in well there. But then probably Traya eventually, and who knows. But you need 7 stars everywhere. So yeah, that's going to be a huge priority. That's going to help me farm the Kyrotex and really help things along. That is a massive gear gate. And I think it was important for me to start a new account to, like, fully grasp it. Like, it's annoying, and I know it's annoying, but it's like Kairos came out and were a problem for me, like, after I was already level 85 and I was getting free Kairos, and You know, there's a lot more outlets for them when they start to be a problem for me, because I started in 2019 and there weren't as many key characters that needed them. What else was ships? BLTBY wing? Yeah, BLTBY wing, that's how we call it. Not quite a usable tank yet, but we'll get there. Maybe level 85, 5 stars might have some more viability. They'll be able to level these up when I can. Those shit bats are gonna be so hard to come by. Actually, I think I can see how many I have. It's hard to view them right now without a character that has an available upgrade. But here... Oh no, I'm not getting them from this tier. Okay, I'm getting these 82. I have a decent amount there. But once I get level 85, I can start getting those. However, I am gonna need a 6-star Executrix. Not quite qualified, but I am at 5 out of 6. Last one will be Sunfac, because I'm not doing this without a tank. So Sunfac is kind of coming along slow. Yeah, I think Sunfac will finish before Houndstooth. I was going to do a squad arena battle and fleet arena battle just for show. Slave 1, I got to like level 28, which is kind of random. That's what I could afford when I unlocked it, but it's good enough for contraband cargo. Ghosts, 82 out of 85, pretty far along, but it's just going to sit there. Soldier and Spy, just going to leave them as is for now. I mean, I will need to sink Galactic War currency into them. Hopefully I can unlock 6-star Executrix, not too bad. I still think it's funny I had level 30 on it and got 5-star. But yeah, I got a week and a half until I really can benefit from a 6-star Executrix. Unlocked Vader's ship, not leveling it up because I don't really have a need to. Oh, I do this now, I guess. Yeah. But like when Grand Arena comes around, I'm gonna have to use a defensive fleet, so I'll probably just use my dark side fleet there. I mean, the pilot's pretty developed. It just don't really have the shipbuilding materials. That's a technical name. Some people don't like it when you say fleet credits. And I still have not sunk in the credits, the fleet credits to level up endurance. Still level 73. Because I'm not going to see a massive return. I mean, it's 1 defense and offense. For each level takes just so many credits to get there. And at some point, I'm going to need to start hoarding for Negotiator. So I don't know if it's worth it for me to upgrade it fully or like just even level it up. So I think my plan now is to get all these Galactic Republic ships to level 85, then maybe hoard till I get 10 million fleet credits or so. Because that's what you need for Negotiator, or like to get a capital ship to level 85, I think. That's crazy, a lot of needs going around. Plo Koons is going to be the first ship to level 85, probably just for that reinforcement ability, because it's a massive shift. And yeah, so the fleet it's like in hibernation. It's in planning mode. It's getting there, not really highly useful, but we are getting there. So let me do a battle. Let me just look at the fleet arena for a second. Warrior King of Angmar, that's the Horde account that I reviewed. It's insane. But yeah, everything... I'll take him eventually. I'll be able to take him. Yeah, this player didn't get light speed, or at least they're not using a light speed fleet. Can't look at their roster because they're not top 50. It's so weird. But they got gear 12 on Anakin and Ahsoka. So I'll try this. I usually lose, but I can at least demonstrate where my ships are at, because gear 11 is still pretty far along for ships. And then hopefully I get them more. Not much you can do there. That was a pretty big hit. So yeah, that's what we get. There's level 85 gear 12 over there. I'll be able to compete with this player sooner than I will someone with a relic Houndstooth. But I kind of get a glimpse of the threat that my fleet will be able to impose. Okay, let me just kill 1 ship. Let me go. Okay, I'll do Marauder. It's got an AoE. Maybe I'll kill Anakin. Yeah, this looks like a decent full survivability. Hey, it took out one ship. Alright, well, we're out of here. There's like no point in me trying. This player actually can beat pretty easily. 112,000 power, 22,000 power. But it's like, okay, yeah, you one-shot my Anakin ship. I guess that's it. Probably my optimal lineup is still TIE Fighter in the starting lineup, but there's no need to care too much. Ooh, this is another Phoenix, so that'd be a good battle. I checked on his mons, but I missed. Yeah, so they're a little 80. I'm not. You get you get to cleanse everyone off. How do they cleanse everyone? I have days on everyone. Off you, most importantly. Stick. Tenacity mods or something? Armor shred. Probably. Jeez. Target Sabine when I'm free because she's the flimsiest. Come on, land and stick. There we go. Yes, take him out. Oh. No. Ezra. Oh gosh, so annoying. AI is better with Phoenix than me. Land. Gosh, they all healed up all the way. Obnoxious. And that's why I like this. The reason I like it is the same reason I hate it. They're just too good. Just kill Chopper and things will be better. Ugh. Highly irritating. Highly irritating. Dang good. Stay. Okay. I'd love to stun it so it can't dodge like crazy. Okay, there we go. Protect you. Great, come on. Yes, okay. With Chopper dead, that's a huge benefit because they're not getting protection up from every hit. Actually, I only take Hera. Oh, I don't have the Omega on Rex's basic. That's... I think that might be what my weak point is. But I can still get it. I can get there. Rex is just too tough to take out first, even though he's the linchpin. Like, he's got really high protection. Time out here. stay. One Rex, just hit it. Keep hitting them. Yes. It's done. Yes. Don't give up. Or just, oh, he heals himself. That's right. Rex is too good. No, don't. I don't want to auto either because they're stupid. Oh, gosh. That's obnoxious. I won that. I think I won that. That's obnoxious. Ah, you got the right idea over here too. 228. Mine is at... $258. Yeah. Speedy Gonzalez over here. And crit damage is nice. He's really so. If anything, that's just a demonstration of how good Captain Rex is facing it or using it on offense. I don't have too much else to go over, I don't think. It was a real lull in assault battles because they did the thing where Fanatical Devotion was the last one in the circuit for March, and it's going to be the first one in April, so they did like a snake draft type cycle, so that's the one I can't do anything in. So it gave me a reprieve from farming and focusing just on assault battle teams. TB, we're gonna be doing Dark Side. Do TB again. Hopefully it's 18 stars or so this time. Much easier, much better rewards than Light Side. But Light Side, we were much better. We got 9 stars compared to 5 before. We suck at TW. We just suck. But it's fine, because we started getting into the 170 million bracket. And this is what most TWs look like. It's just... But we're now getting Kairos, because we were in the 170 million bracket. We also... Like, there are players, like, there was 2 players that used to be active and then just stopped, just did an Irish goodbye, left, and they didn't leave the guild, they just didn't say anything, didn't log in, and then just were useless. So we kicked one out, got a new member in. Still like looking for new members. If you're like 2 million or higher, then just participate. We can take you. We're back up to 185 million, which is pretty great, I think. It's kind of teetered around that even since I joined. When I joined, it was close to 180, but we've lost people since then, got new people, so it's hard to maintain, but we're in a good spot. We're doing much better in TB, which I think it's way more important to succeed in TB than TW. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call that it. So that's a wrap on week 13. A lot of updates and a lot to look forward to. One more week update before I start getting to level 85. So I really need to make sure I get my house in order before Green Arena starts. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you later.